Hey.
It's your man Don Peso, man. We back with another episode of the Foreign Money Podcast. How you doing today? We did not gonna play. Hey. But yeah, how y'all doing today, man? Like I always check on y'all, man. Hope y'all doing okay today. Hope you having a blessed day. Every time we get to see a new one, it is a blessed day. No matter no matter what are you going through, no matter what you going through, it is a blessed day. Because you got to see another one. Somebody else didn't get to see another one. But we here today. And we're going to make sure today is a good one. You dig what I'm saying? But today, we're going to talk about the shift. The shift in mindset, the shift in your life. Just the shift. Because it's going to come a day where that shift is going to come. But it's up to you to know when that shift is going to be, when it's time to make that shift. It's certain aspects of our life that cannot stay the same. Year after year, you the same person. No progress, no elevation in no aspects of your life. And we have to change that. We have to change that. Life is short. Life is about evolution. We have to evolve as people. We have to. God didn't make us one way when we first came in this world just to stay the same way when we get older. We have to learn from our mistakes. We have to learn from every aspect of our life. Everything that happened in our life, we have to take the lesson from it. Because you might then win in that season. But them L's weren't losses at all. They was lessons. It might felt like a loss because you didn't get the outcome you wanted to get, but in the end, you learned a valuable lesson that you can bring to the next outcome, to the next situation. You moving with a clear vision. And that's how we're supposed to move, with a clear vision. We can't let cloudy days and bad situations cloud us from what's important in our life. We can't let that dictate our movements. Because now we move with nothing but pain and trauma that we bring into another situation that was actually meant for us to clear that pain and trauma. But we can't see that because we thinking about the last situation and how that made us feel. This when you shift into overdrive. This when you shift your mindset. Like, okay, I'm gonna bring a new mindset into this particular thing, and I'm gonna see how it go. Then you see you start winning. You see things working out in your favor. Now you ain't even thinking about what happened in the past, what happened in that last situation. Now you moving correctly, and that's the shift God wants us to have. That's the shift the universe wants us to move with, so it can bless us with new opportunities, new things in our life we never had before. And that's why that situation was there. So it can build your nervous system up to handle more. Because the way we is now, how we was before, if we would have had them blessings then, we wouldn't be able to maintain that. And all the abundance in our life is meant to maintain. Meant for us to have, then we have to build it up. So it's here for the long while, not here for just a short period of time in our life. And the shift is gonna come when you make that decision, like, okay, I'm tired of how I was living. Now I want a new way. And I build myself up to that. A lot of people ain't putting in no work to have that, but they want that. But when they get it, they not able to maintain it. Because they wanted it too soon. They didn't go through them trials and tribulations that they need to go through to build that certain situation up, to maintain it. But they want it in the moment because the The flesh gonna want one thing, but the spirit is not ready for what you want. You see everybody else having, but there was their season to have it. Your season will come because you gonna make that shift to have it. It was a moment in my life when I wasn't happy to look in the mirror. I went from skinny to real. Body feeling good, body feeling better. I'm seeing something in the mirror that I always wanted, but it took me to have it. It took me to build a body up, build a mind up to go day after day, knowing it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come in that moment, but soon I will have what I need to have what I want to have. And I knew it was gonna come, but it took me to take them steps, knowing at that moment I'm not gonna see no results, but soon I will start seeing results. I went from no hair to growing my hair back, God restored the years because I made that shift in my life that I wanted better for myself. I wanted to look better. I want to start taking care of myself. A lot of times in my life, I didn't take care of myself because I didn't care about myself. But I started caring and I started feeling better. I started looking better. That shift in our life is going to come. Because we're going to take that time to make that shift. That business might not be having no outcomes right now. It might not be bringing no money. But the more you work on that business, the more you put in that time for that business, it's going to come. Because you made that shift. The relationship you want might not happen right now. But the more you build yourself up to the best version of yourself, the more better people you gonna meet. And the more better situation you put yourself in, the more better people you gonna meet. Because you're not hanging out in them spots that wasn't working for you. But you used to go in there because you know all the females gonna be there. Ladies, all the men gonna be there that's gonna trick. For certain situations, it's not for us. It might look good aesthetically, but we know in our spirit, like deep down, that situation is not good for us. We want the dopamine. Let me get the words right. We want the dopamine in the moment. But after we get there with that dopamine, we're gonna come to our senses. No, that wasn't right for us. No, that person wasn't meant for us. But it's gonna take us to make that shift in our life to know, like, okay, I can't go down that road no more. It didn't work from when I was younger to when I'm older. So let me make a shift in my life, and the shift is not gonna come quickly. It's gonna take time, but we have to take that time to make that shift. And when we make that shift, none but abundance. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. None but abundance is gonna come. It's gonna be times in our life where the stormy days gonna come. It's gonna be number stormy days for months. Then it's gonna take 1 month to change our life. It's gonna take 1 day to change our life. Then you're gonna look back in those stormy days. You're gonna say, I'm glad I went through those stormy days, because I wouldn't have seen better days. I wouldn't have made that shift in my life. I wouldn't have known, okay, I'm not happy in this certain life, in this certain situation I'm in. So I'm about to make that shift right now so I can see better days later on. I'm gonna have to go through them times. It's okay. It's okay. It was meant for us to go through them times. It was meant for us to see them bad days, to see us down, to see to let other people see us down. And about them other people, if they can't stand with you in them bad days, they're not meant to see them happy days. They want you at the finish line. They don't want you during the process, during the race, during the marathon, when you tired, when you need some water. When you think you ain't gonna make it no more. When you think you ain't gonna see goddamn the finish line. But you made it to see the finish line. And they will waiting for you at the finish line. But when you made it to the finish line, you ran right past them. Cause you know you weren't with me during the race. You weren't side by side with me. But it was people that was side by side with you. They ran the race with you. You seen them when they were tired, and they seen you when you were tired. But you kept pushing like, come on, we almost there. And when you got close to that finish line, you were like, okay, we made it. Then when y'all made it to the finish line, you were like, man, look what we did. Look what we did. Look what we overcame. And now y'all got a story to tell. Them people that meet you at the finish line, they only got the story to tell of you crossing that line. But the person that with you in that race, they got the whole book. They only got the people that meet you in the finish line, they only got a page. But the people that ran the race with you, they know the whole book. They know the whole chapter. The bad to the good. The horrendous to the great. They see the greatness in you. The other people only seen the end outcome. They ain't see the treacherous times, the low moments, cause they weren't gonna sit with you during those moments, cause they dealing with stuff on their own, and they not built up. They not built like that. They really not built like that. A lot of y'all ain't built like that to hold somebody down when they down. And lift them up when they need to be lifted up. Then when they see them glorious moments, you can say, okay, I remember when you was there. Now you here. I was here during the whole process because I seen the greatness in you. They ain't see the greatness in you because they not meant to be in your village. And guess what? You let them in and you lose everything, they just gonna leave again. Then when you build yourself back up, they gonna want to come back. You do not want people like that in your life because you made that shift in your judgment. You made that shift in your life. Like, okay, now I want greater and I'm about to have greater. Because you did that. The universe, God, whoever you believe in, put in your spirit to have that, to make that movement. But it took you to make that movement. So you should give yourself credit also. You should pat yourself on the back. You should look in the mirror, say, I did that. It's not meant for social media. It's not meant for everybody to know your story. Because they gonna judge you when they ain't perfect they self. They ain't even made they shift they self. But you made that shift. And they gonna remember the old part of you. They gonna remember the old you. But now you step into a new you. And yeah, you might bring certain aspects of the old you into the new you, but it's a better version. Because you wanted that better version. You weren't no quitter. It took time where you just sat down with yourself. You had to think about it. But you ain't never quit. In certain situations, not gonna be for us. And now you understand it's not for you. Because you made that shift. You know, okay, I'm gonna try something else. And I feel like this is for me. Then you start getting into it. You stayed with it. You stayed with it. And now you seeing the abundance. Now you see it. It takes us for us to make that shift. We have to make that shift in our life. Because you never know when it was your time to make that shift and you never made that shift. Now it's too late. Now you're on your deathbed thinking of, okay, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. But you had the chance to do that. But you didn't do it. But somebody else did that. And you seen the abundance they have. You wonder like, damn, how they get all that? And I didn't get, because they made that shift. We're not going to want to do it every day. We're not going to want to, it's going to be times we're not feeling our best, but we still have to show up. It's going to be times we're going to fail, but we still have to show up. And once we keep showing up, we made it. We made it. We got a story to tell. And that's what us doing certain videos, certain podcasts like this, people got certain stories to tell so they can come back to the masses and show them like, okay, I went from this to that. I went from this to that, and you can do it too. Your road gonna be different than my road probably. But you went on that road. You ain't stay on the sidewalk. You went in the stands. You were balling in game, and you made them adjustments in game. Like, okay, this play didn't work, but so I'm gonna try this play. And goddamn, I scored off that play. Now I'm gonna try to play again. I scored again. Now the defense trying to catch on, but okay, now I think I got this other play where it's gonna offset that play. You gonna be a decoy, and somebody else gonna score. But you was hot in that moment, so they blessing off you, cause they seen you made that shift. So they think they can make that shift too, and you guided them along. Now, when they see their prosperous times, they can look back to you like, okay, I can bless you too, cause you was my blessing. That's what this about. You gotta be a blessing to somebody else, so you can get your blessing. It don't matter if they don't appreciate you. It don't matter if they don't appreciate what you doing. You getting your blessing off you being a blessing. And know what it's all about. A lot of people in your life ain't gonna appreciate you because they don't know what that shift gonna look like. But you made that shift, and now it was a gradual process, and you did it. Now they ain't thinking what you did was unworldly, but it's actually worldly, because we done had people of this world make that shift, and we got certain aspects and we got certain pinpoints where you can look at like, okay, they started from there, but now it is. Come on now. Am I preaching right now? Somebody need to hear this, and I hope you hearing this, because hey, you gonna make that shift in your life, and you making that shift right now, and it's not working right now, but later on it's gonna work, because you not seeing the results right now, but in a month you start seeing a little bit of results. The month after that you starting to see a little bit more results. In 6 months you in a whole different lifespan, you in a whole different timeline than what you was before. Somebody need to hear this right now. I hope you hearing this right now. You gonna make that shift. You good right now. You good. The situation now might look good, but you good right now because you doing what you need to do. A lot of people in this world ain't doing what they need to do, and they think they deserve everything. You don't deserve nothing that you ain't worked for, because you ain't made that shift. Certain shifts is needed in our life. Certain shifts was put on us to make, and we're going to make that shift. I don't know who need to hear this right now, but you hearing this right now. When you going to make that shift, you going to turn your life up. You going to turn up. Not for one time, you going to turn up every aspect of your life. I don't know who need to hear this right now, but you hearing this right now. You gonna make that shift. You gonna do it. I hope this is motivating you to do it, because it's not just for you, this for me also. And we gonna make that thing happen. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. I didn't preach today. You hear me? You dig? Let's do it.
Hey, NAC, we ain't equal, talking down on the player, but they wait on the sequel. I see the hate, and I'm trying not to have the same fate. At the rate that I'm going, I can be up there with the greats.